But like we are the first generation to grow up with it from like, you know, our from puberty.
I spend way too much time on social media daily.
I'd say I checked this week was around 5 hours something, 5 hours 30 or 40 a day. And it's down from last week, 30%. I'm very proud of myself for that.
I used to have the screen time like app tracker thingy.
I would say when I'm home, like I'm always on social media.
It's embarrassing, but like around 3-4 hours a day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, before going to bed I feel like I just grab my phone and I watch videos sometimes endlessly until I get so tired that I fall asleep with it on my face.
I've seen myself being just 1.5 hours just doom scrolling.
Instagram or dating apps, let's say. These are the most common apps I use. And I like to spend a lot of time playing Heyday. It's a really fun game.
I got my first flip phone until I was 15. So I had a flip phone at school, my grandma's flip phone. And then, yeah, at 15, I think I got like an iPod and an iPhone. So I had my first access to social media.
I got my first smartphone when I was probably 11, 12 years old, and it was a Motorola, but it was already a smartphone. It had a smart screen.
I felt really happy when I got my first smartphone. I was one of the last people to get it around people my age, so I felt very proud of that moment.
The first apps that I installed were actually WhatsApp and Musical.ly.
And then during high school, there was this like wave of everybody getting slowly, but you know, getting Instagram, and then yeah, posting like these hideous pictures with like the filters and stuff. Yeah.
After long social media uses, sometimes I feel quite drained. I feel like my eyes are sore sometimes when I wake up and I spend too much time either on social media or even just on the computer checking stuff for work. I just feel like my eyes can't open anymore. And then after communicating so much through text, it's sometimes so hard to communicate with people like face to face. I feel like I'm missing the words, and then I'm trying to use the lingo that I use on social media and it doesn't work in person.
Honestly exhausted. I scroll way too much and I procrastinate using that.
Sometimes I feel disappointed in myself.
It can feel like a cheat. It can feel like snacking junk food when you're not supposed to.
And it almost becomes like a reflex when you feel stressed and you're alone, you just go on social media.
I feel very stressed when I'm actually on social media because I'm constantly comparing myself to what I see, or comparing my work to what I see.
I had this talk with my sister, and she really said, she was worried about this like emotional whiplash you encounter, because like some reels have you like dying of laughter and then the next one can make you cry, like literally just like that.
I know of something happening through social media and then I do my own research, but still social media brings a lot of sad news to you, which is important to know, but still I feel like that exhausts me a lot.
Yeah, growing up in the digital age, I think it had a big influence on me because like I said before, I started comparing a lot myself to what I saw, to the girls that I saw.
I feel like everything I like and everything I do is deeply influenced by social media.
I don't know what I would be if I didn't have social media, because I had it for most of my life. As a young kid, I think I was way more outdoorsy and enjoyed my time, and I feel like when I look at my little brother, I don't see that the same.
I mostly followed like only people from my school in the beginning, from my secondary school and high school. And every time I saw their pictures, I just wanted to be like them.
It's like seeing yourself through a different lens all the time.
If I post something, I'm always thinking if it's the right thing to post, because it stays there forever, you know? And especially as a musician, sometimes it's pretty scary to think that if I put out a song and I share it on my social media, it's gonna be there forever, likely.
So I think our younger people are growing up with technology right now is absolutely like insane. Like it's so present in their life from so young.
One thing I don't like to do is like shit on other people's, like other generations, because it's very easy to do, but there's so much to learn about like every generation.
When I was on Instagram when I was 13 years old, I would post like just memes, I don't know. I looked my age or even younger, and girls right now, they look so old.
The way to calm a child, you give him an iPad now, is like so intense. And then like from so young, the kids are like surrounded by a lot of like digital things.
How is this going to work out later for them in life? That has to have like some kind of negative influences.
My brother rarely communicates outside the digital world. It's so hard to get through him. I never had this. I don't know if it's because he's a teenager right now, but the only way he expresses his true feelings is through a stupid post on TikTok, and that he doesn't even know I follow him on. Otherwise, I would be blocked.
I feel political parties using social media to approach a younger generation is a really good strategy on their part. But it discourages young people from doing their own research when these politicians can just tell them everything they want to hear, and they just vote without thinking or don't do their own research about stuff like that, which is something that happened, I think, in the US election.
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it with all my guts, because for me it's embarrassing.
Social media isn't a neutral ground. Like, it's owned by Mark Zuckerberg, it's owned by other like big tech companies, big like billionaires, and I don't think it's a good sign when these billionaires aren't neutral.
I would say I'm a bit like in between. I think first, like young people use social media a lot, and I would say it is the way to reach them and to inform them of like, okay, what's happening, to make them more interested in politics as well, because I'm sure like I feel like younger generations are maybe a bit more disconnected about politics right now.
It's a dangerous tool to have because you can influence people in so different ways.
It was embarrassing because they were trying to be like the younger generations and trying to imitate like the trends. And it just made me think that they looked stupid. They didn't look professional. They looked like they didn't even know what they were doing.
There are so many things about internet culture and internet that are so wholesome and so creative and so funny. I really love it for that, but I think the positive things about internet culture are like declining real fast.